Okay, we want to try to apply this quotient rule right here, and I've simplified it a little bit. I'm just saying if f of x is u over v, where u and v are functions of x, we'll just assume that's true, so we don't have to write u of x and v of x each time. We just want to get the meaning of this quotient rule. So if f of x is u over v, then the derivative of f with respect to x is going to be v times the derivative of u minus u times the derivative of v, all divided by v squared. Now, if you want to know why that's true, you have to look at the derivation of that formula. It goes back to that definition for the derivative being a limit, and it's a little complicated, but once you see it, then you can just kind of accept that this is true. So what does this tell us? It says, write the denominator, multiply that by the derivative of the numerator, minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator, all divided by the denominator squared. That's all we have to remember. We have to memorize that to be able to do these problems. So here I have f of x is 4x plus 3 over 5x plus 2. Well, that has the form of a function of x divided by another function of x, u over v. So I'm just going to look at this as if it has this form and apply this formula to get the derivative. So f prime of x is going to be the denominator, 5x plus 2, times the derivative of the numerator with respect to x, which is just 4. Then I have to subtract from that, because this is a subtraction sign in the formula, the numerator, 4x plus 3, times the derivative of the denominator, which is 5, all divided by the denominator squared. So if you can get this right here, then you understand the calculus part of this. You're able to apply this quotient rule to this function and get this expression. Now we want to take this and simplify. We're going to use algebra to do that, but this is the part that tells you whether or not you understand the calculus here. Okay, so let's simplify a little bit. I'll multiply 4 times each of those. 20x plus 8 minus 5 times 4x is, again, 20x. And 5 times 3 is 15 with that subtraction sign, minus 15. That's all divided by 5x plus 2, quantity squared. And let's see, 20x plus negative 20x, 0. 8 subtract 15 is going to be negative 7. So I have negative 7 over 5x plus 2 quantity squared. So here's my derivative of this function right here for any value of x. And I got it by applying this quotient rule here to this expression to get this. Here's the calculus. After that, it's just algebra. You could make a mistake right here, but if you do, it doesn't mean that you don't understand the calculus. This is the part that you need to get right to know that you're understanding the calculus and how to apply that quotient rule.